New Afnan 9pm Rebel and Supremacy Collector Edition. Do these carry on the legacy from the original 9pm? And the original, well, not the original, but Supremacy Not Only Intense, Afnan 9pm. This is fresh, it's woody, it's also sweet, and very easy to wear. I see this very well suited for those who are still in high school all the way up until college days, and even if you're rocking this to the office. A scent profile that reminds me of something like Baccarat meets Aventus, but in every good way. It actually doesn't have anything smoky to it, and it adds this lightly sugared undertone, reminding me of other fragrances that tried to do that, but one of the best, and what makes it the best, it's the longest lasting one that does that vibe. Supremacy Collector Edition has to be one of the most sophisticated and definitely does take on that legacy from Supremacy Not Only Intense. What you get with this is a very similar style of projection and performance, which is enormous with Not Only Intense, but a bit sexier. Softened out, it's still pretty true to the original DNA, adding more masculinity and a sexy vibe to it. Something a bit more barbershoppy, maybe an addition of lavender, and even a kick of spice. But in turn, you end up with something that smells even more sophisticated than Aventus itself.
What better way to put these to the test than to wear them both? And at the same time, I've got Afnan Supremacy Collector Edition on my left arm and 9pm Rebel on my right. And first thing, they do amazing layered together. I didn't mix them per se because I want to be able to get a couple of wafts of them separately. So on my left arm, I get this pineapple and soft florals along with something slightly spiced and barbershoppy underneath. And quite literally, that description is barbershoppy. So think of aromatic lavender, shaving cream vibes, but much more than that. There's a fresh pineapple nuance or blackcurrant, along with a certain delicacy that's coming from that jasmine. So it's not overly spiced, and any other spice does seem to play pretty well with those florals, making it something that isn't only masculine, but it's very approachable, soft, elegant, and also compliment worthy. With 9pm Rebel, it's a lot easier and softer than that sounds. And because of that, makes it perfectly unisex. It's got a lot more of this sugary spun sugar vibe with that very similar pineapple, except it doesn't go barbershoppy or spiced or anything that's definitively masculine. It's really giving me this amberwood, something a little bit warmer and even mossy, and quite literally reminding me of woods, a pot of sugar, and pineapples. That's exactly what I get with 9pm Rebel. I have to admit, this is pretty addicting when it comes to the scent profile versus the collector edition, but the Supremacy line is sexy and alluring. Honestly, both of these do good together, but also separately. Not redundant whatsoever. And I figured, what better way to tell you what it smells like than to actually wear the fragrance I'm talking about, which I always do. I'm wearing a new fragrance almost every day, and I'm not complaining. Now back to the studio.
Supremacy Collector Edition is one that I'm going to be reaching for less often, but I'm going to have an even better time wearing. I like a more sexy, sophisticated, alluring style of scent profile that this one captures while keeping it fresh. Which Afnan fragrance have you added to your collection? And both of these are worthy of carrying on the legacy from the original 9pm and the Supremacy line, and also of the check these out.